Well, I am trying to hold the threatening together that I had everything ready for the camera. It is now, okay, but I don't have the cleanest hands. I need to wash my hands again, but I don't have enough water ready. I'm using the plumber's water, so I save some water for the plumber. Yeah. What is it? Well, the plumber is God, creation of the plumber and plumbing, right? The plumbing can only be, if God fixes it, then it's fixed. The plumber is somebody who owed God something. So, Donna Hunt's mom, dad of last name, surname Moser. You are not parents who are in place just because I didn't get born with real parents to myself. You don't know that. So you are not just giving me money because I don't have any parents to give me money besides you saying that I'm adopted, right? So it's not the same thing as a plumber. You're not a mom and a dad with banking and credit cards because you're like a plumber that way. Your parents, you just volunteered to be parents. You weren't really hired and you don't accept no for an answer. This says cherry on it, cherry lime. But it tastes like Sprite to me. I ran out of strawberry milk. Yeah, to make it, fruity a little. Yeah, I don't have this strawberry right now. I already drank it. I had some. It would still be okay to use it now. It was like you could store it on the shelf in a regular shelf or you know what moved? Oh, the eternity bottle of water moved. Okay. Let me see if that No, it's gonna move anyway. Well, I need to use it because what's wrong with the table is not fixable. The table, it has like, I had the TV on the table, which was heavy, and I think it made the plastic of the tabletop curve. So it's moving the bottle of water and the camera. That's nice. Who can afford a broken touch screen? Yeah. So I need God to take care of myself, deceased here. Um, I move the table a little when I touch it, but oh well. I want a death on myself for any reason because I'm already deceased and I don't need to be here. Um, Notice how I didn't say that to you. Yeah, I am deceased and I don't need to be here. For the past 3 years, I don't need myself and alive. And I didn't say that to a hostage. I didn't say that to somebody who's not myself and say, okay, now I'll have what you're having. Give me your keys and get out. Go ask for what you need from somebody else. Maybe I don't have enough leverage to do that because you loiter. You wouldn't say yes and drop everything and get out. You would say no and stand there and loiter and keep everything and tell me that I'm not yourself. And so I don't want to. I don't have a risk that I would ask you for anything because you don't understand the threat to yourself. You think that I'm a threat to myself because I am myself. I am deceased for the past 3 years, and you still think I'm a threat to myself because I am myself. I don't need to be here. I'm deceased. I am myself. It is deceased. I am myself. Deceased doesn't need to be here. I am waiting on you. Yes, but you don't know how to be yourself while I'm waiting. Yes, but I'm waiting anyway. You don't have to say, I'll have what you're having, give me your keys and get out. You can live anywhere you want. Do you want to go out for dinner? I have a witness. I'm not full height right now, is why I'm not going out for dinner. Yeah, I did shrink my height first before I was asked again, do you want to go out for dinner? And I was ordered to say no because I'm not full height. I shrunk. If I grow, I guess I go out for dinner. But I lost between 2 and 3 inches of my height estimate. So I said no to going out for dinner because it's already deceased in the height. I do accept takeout food though. I'll eat any food here at this property in dispute with the address. And its addresses, plural. I used this bottle earlier for a zero sugar soda with half of this milk. And I am interested in tasting. So without rinsing the bottle out with the plumber's water, I'll just recycle. I know it's a little bit murky. For the camera, I would clean it, but I have a plumber, so I have to save water because it's the plumber's water. Okay, let's try this. See, that's not very interesting. No, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Okay, so it's Sprite, lime, cherry, but it tastes like Sprite. Okay, cherry lime. And vanilla milk. So it should be cherry vanilla, right? But it's Sprite with cherry and lime. Sprite is lime anyway. And then vanilla, I don't know, we'll try it. Okay. I tasted vanilla, yeah. Okay, keep going with that. Oh, I'll finish what I have. Okay, there's still some left in the can, but I'll wait on that. So I dropped the camera on the table. By leaning on the table, I caused the camera to fall over. I know. It's so embarrassing when the property in dispute is no thank you. But I want myself deceased. You know, deceased wherever I am and hopefully ascended all the way out of the door locking here. It seems to take forever. I don't think you do afford to be in the door locking for that it took me 45 years so far to decease myself out of the door locking. Deceased. You need to be deceased every way you alive. It must end in deceased, and you must be all the way through in step, in progress to deceased to everyone who's not yourself, including if you alive by myself. In whichever way you're alive, you must be deceased to how you are alive and deceased to everyone who's not yourself. and then you are yourself deceased too. How you arrived in your genitals yourself, you need that deceased. And there's no other way out of alive. I would accept nothing less because I am aliving alive. Commentator, Richard, letter, username. I would like you to receive this copy of this video link. And I'm not going to send it to you myself by finding one of your old comments and posting this link underneath your old comments, because your old comments were not fishing for a link to a new video that talks about Yoo-hoo, because I clearly don't know who you are. You are a commentator, yeah, with the username, and I don't know who you are. So we'll leave this message for the creation of myself, and it will move the creation of the internet every which way it moves. And that may not move the creation of the internet because I may not have prejudice to move it. And if anyone sees this, if I see any views to post this video, maybe one of you could post the link under Richard, letter, but you wouldn't know who he is either, right? Because neither do I. So good luck with that. Somebody did something wrong and maliced myself, and that person went all the way out of existence to myself, and I am right here, come. But I don't test you. In what way do you love yourself? How do you love yourself? There is a creator of part of myself that's big that needs to be in this world, and you all have it in common. Where you are is this world. And so the one who started all that went maliced right out of this world. She's no longer with us. She had 45 years to thoroughly investigate what she thinks about. I don't know, I guess I'm Yoo-hoo to her as well. She's Yoo-hoo to me. What do I call her? Mrs. Trump. Melania doesn't like to be called Mrs. Trump. She's Melania. So how is she with Mr. President? I don't know. If it's Mr. President and Melania Trump, if it's Mr. President and Melania Trump, you don't separate. With all of that it is that you have all the mind in Washington, D.C., and you can't separate. Do you live in separate rooms? Hopefully they live in separate rooms. We don't know. God is deceased right here, and I don't afford Melania Trump. She's not really a Trump the way she speaks. How'd she get the last name Trump? Is she skipping? She has some other last name. That is always a problem. You're not female if you do that. Your female is supposed to be feminine castration of a penis. Well, if you had a penis, you wouldn't be doing that. Your feminine castration of a penis. You're not supposed to skip one last name and use another one. If you don't want to use your last name, you have to be witnessing inside of a jail and to go to prison that you don't want to use your last name anymore. So you can loiter in the prison and you can shun in the prison that you don't know how to be with your last name. You might be shunning that's due inside of a prison. You're not to shun in public because you don't understand your last name. If you're in prison, you might die of that you don't know your last name, and then you get another one. You have to die in a prison to change your last name. And I know you're going to say, but you're not TOH. I'm not. It's reported as a bank fraud. So why all the crying over Lord? You mean if I want to sell my virginity to some hoopiness, I can cry if I want to? Wow, I did not say that. Why does it sound like that? It's my party. Should I sing it? It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. The Overlord said that funny to me, but who sings that? Do I look it up? I can, but the phone's not on right now. It's off. Yeah. I wasn't waiting to turn it on for that song. Are they black females who sing that song? Now they're adulteries. Yeah, they're adulteries now. Well, I'll look it up and I'll see for myself. Celine Dion and Taylor Swift. Celine Dion showing some pictures, imagery on the internet, a little disturbing. Yeah, a little disturbing that I can see it on the internet. Does anybody else see what I see on the internet? Oh, it depends, right? What, right? Because she's not the only one. Well, sometimes I see extreme aging. I don't know how to bring that up again. If I could show it, because I have time now, I can show some things from one internet camera to the other and then post it on YouTube, but I don't have them all ready right now. So maybe I just wanted to bring it up that I can't always show what I might want to say. Taylor Swift has a mouth disaster, teeth, and the corners of the mouth. Yeah, what about the Grinch? Who? What? Dr. Seuss? Ugh, I'm all over the place. Okay, I might have to end this video now.